Welcome back to Chaos Corner, live to tape from the Chaos Lounge, bringing you a review from last night's Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes and The Miz. Sit back and relax, grab your favorite beverage. We're here live to tape. This is a one-man show, unique, unscripted. This is reality TV, reality show. Here at Chaos Corner, sports, pro wrestling, entertainment, it doesn't get any better than this. One man, unique, unscripted, raw. And we're here to review two of the biggest mainstream social media stars in pro wrestling history, especially here in 2022. Cody Rhodes, just coming back to the WWE after 6 years. You know, he was an EVP in AEW with Tony Khan. I don't have to run down the whole storyline. You guys know this. We just, on a previous segment here, we talked about The Miz and Cody on Miz TV. Let's take a look at both these guys. We know that Cody is a second-generation grappler. His brother is Dustin Rhodes. His father, the legendary American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, perhaps none bigger. And The Miz, who started off on the Real World and reality TV on MTV. And all these years later, he's now here in the WWE for all this time. Both men traveled the hard way to get to the top. Cody had to fill the shoes of his brother Dustin and the legendary father, who no one could fill his shoes. I mean, let's face it. So now, Cody married to Brandy Rhodes. They have their reality show, Rhodes to the Top. The Miz married to Maurice and the Miz and the Mrs. reality show. It doesn't get any better than that. Along here with Chaos Corner, we're getting ready to ring the bell. This is from last night's Monday Night Raw. We know the storyline and the backgrounds. Stick with me here. Follow me on all social media platforms, and you know what they are. Before I can even get to that, here comes Seth freaking Rollins, and now we know that Cody just re-debuted at WrestleMania 38 against Seth Rollins, and his character's been off the chain. Let's listen. This is why I covered this part of the WWE Monday Night Raw, because most of the show wasn't worth a shit. I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly here on Chaos Corner, and I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. AJ Styles and Damian Priest was okay from what I saw. Roman Reigns and the Bloodline was out at the end, and you know they're trying to capture all the gold, the Samoan Dynasty. This storyline has been good. Rollins has stepped up his game. There's the bell. Miz misses with a big clothesline. Cody from behind, back elbow by the Miz. Both guys are about the same size. You're going to give the advantage, obviously, to Cody Rhodes and experience. And now Rollins came out. Give Cody credit. No distraction. Rollins is ringside, now has gone to the booth. In the booth right now, Jimmy Smith, Jerry King Lawler, and Byron Saxton. Now you know Lawler's going to throw out some zingers and some one-liners. Rhodes, opposite side, was going for a suicide dive on The Miz, who's outside the ring. Cody following him out, and I'll say that to say this, the crowd really into this bout. Where was this from last night on Monday Night Raw? Because we're here Tuesday afternoon. We just got finished having an unbelievable lunch. Phil Nelson by Miz. Nice counter by Cody. Big, beautiful vertical suplex by Cody, holding the Miz up in the air. Listen to the crowd really behind Cody. And when he comes out, after going through this, here's the pin. Cody didn't cover the legs. That's why you need a manager of my experience over 3 decades. Now Cody doing push-ups in the ring. Rollins is sitting ringside with his feet up on another chair, just cheering on the action. Get it? Chair. Cheer. We could listen to some of the commentary, but we don't want any copyrights, fans. I'm here to push out all the content that I can for you guys to get as much as I can of a distraction for all the craziness that's going on in this world in 2022. Big forearm shiver by Cody onto the Miz. Everybody covered this last night. I get it. But I'm here on a Tuesday to give you the review from the GOC. Both men in good shape. Both well qualified. The Miz has come a long way. Now, he doesn't move the needle for me, but I give him a lot of respect. Cody never really moved the needle for me, but since AEW, and especially now this, was a fan of his. But the way they packaged him and wrote him before and starred us, and they never gave him a chance. Miz with a big knee off the ropes, again with the leg slap, though. Not crazy about the leg slap. I get it in this day in business. I'm covering this because of the potential mainstream social media this will get because of their connections to TV and reality TV and who their spouses are and where they're trying to go and what they've done in their business. Jimmy Smith has transitioned well from MMA, boxing, full contact sports over to the pro wrestling world, wouldn't you say? Front chin lock, face lock by The Miz on Cody Rhodes, both men in a standing position. Back and forth. Both guys back and forth. Cody getting the better. Cody's, it looks like the bigger of the two. He's in good shape, Rhodes. Big chop on The Miz. You can hear the background. You can hear the sound. No copyrights. Come on. I know I keep saying that. Cody up over the top rope. Miz with a big kick. Roundhouse on the top rope of the apron. Cody spills to the outside. And here we go. We go to a commercial break on last night's Monday Night Raw. So that's time for me to have a break. Man, thanks for being here and following me through all this madness and chaos and chicanery. Excuse me. See, there's no edit button. I can't suppress anything. This is what it is. This is why there's nobody else in the IWC that does what the GOC does. Take a sip. Her red Solo cup, you fill me up. Pour another red Solo cup, you fill me up. Toby Keith? Anyone? It's only green tea. I try to stay legit, healthy, spirit, mind, body, you know that. I've had coffee, no Red Bull today. So what do you guys think of what's going on in the current world of professional wrestling while we have a minute here for these commercial breaks, whether it's AEW, WWE? I guess you got to pay the bills, right? Be back in 2 and 2. I was in the industry for a long time. I want to say that to say this. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot of news going on in all the different organizations from AEW to Ring of Honor now with under TK. MLW has stepped it up. The NWA is going strong. Impact is hanging on. New Japan is doing their thing. Of course, the WWE is the mothership in this business if you look at the ratings. I prefer some of the AEW product right now because of the different storylines and where they're going. But WWE has the star power. It's no better time to be in the business right now. I mean, there just isn't. Whether you're a talent, a smart, a mark, someone reporting, a podcaster, there just is no better time because wrestling is virtually on 5 or 6 nights a week, counting pay-per-views. You can see I'm throwing back here, back to the Evolve 95, Evolve Paradise Alley Super Show with everybody from the Paradise Alley guys like Zane Bernardo and RJ Rude and Matthias DiNapoli and Richard Holiday and Nutrius X, and they were all on that card that night. Unbelievable. And on the Evolve side, they had everyone from Limitless, Keith Lee, to Darby Allin. I can't even think of all the stars, to Matt Riddle. They were all there for Evolve 95. It's on YouTube, which was the Evolve show with Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, my home with the Paradise 4. And you could see, yes, I have a little memorabilia from the show. A big shout out to RK Bro, I guess, because here's Matt Riddle. And again, this is an oversized shirt. I was over 300 pounds. I'm down to 225, 230, but you got to love the shirt. Evolve is bro. Check it out. Don't be fooled. You can still fill it out. This is what you get for entertainment. The GOC, I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're here covering The Miz and Cody Rhodes from last night's Monday Night Raw because of its relevance in the social media and sports world and where I think this is going to go. And it's one of the few storylines, along with the Samoan Bloodline storyline and a few others that I watch with some of the big stars. most of it doesn't move the needle for me. It's not because of the athletes and the stars. It's because of the story writing. It's picked up a little bit. It's trending in the right way to WWE, but I follow it all. I have to. This is the distraction, and this is what I do for you guys. Well, and for me, too. I understand. We're back live to tape. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, and The Miz from last night's Monday Night Raw. Big clothesline by Cody, off the rope, huge forearm. Big body slam by Cody on The Miz, holding him up there like a sack of potatoes. Nice. Cody, this could be the best. Here's the cover. He finally hooks the leg. Only a 2 count. Seth Rollins sitting by. He looks like he's wearing a Jacksonville Jaguars type leopard suit. Cody wearing a Kings-like tights with the blue and white stars and gray long trunks. Cody far side. Suicide dive, and he gets it on Miz. Miz is wearing like a cream-colored, creamsicle-type shorts. I'm just trying to give you the description to show you that what I'm doing here is presenting you the product the right way, professional. There's a lot of competition out there. I'm not competing with anyone but myself. Top rope, Cody Rhodes, high red district, jumps over to Miz, and now, oh, Cody, left knee. Double drop kick by the Miz to the left knee of Cody. Let's see if he's going to sell that knee. Cody setting him up for the figure 4. No, I'm sorry. Miz setting him up for the figure 4. Miz has the figure 4 on Cody Rhodes right now. You hear the King, Jimmy Smith, Byron Saxton, and Seth Rollins in the booth, along with the GOC. Cody's not giving up to this figure 4, but Miz has it laid in. Cody's got to reverse it. Again, fans, this is reality TV. Pro wrestling, it's like going to a play, watching a show, a movie. What more do you want? This is sports entertainment, but let's not lose sight of the physicality and the toughness and the stuntman ability of these performers. On the road, the lifestyle, you've never seen anything like it. Predetermined outcome, I get it. Get in the ring and let me tell you, and you come back and tell me how it feels. That's the reality of it. That's what I give you here. Bitch slapping each other back and forth, kind of like Will Smith and Chris Rock at the Oscars. Not that I give a fuck. Ooh, I cussed. I got to put more money in the tip jar. Cody's turns over, reversal on the figure 4. This was a solid match, a decent match. I listened to the coverage last night and other podcasts, JD from New York Off the Script and Don Tony and the PWZ podcast. They put out a lot of information, hearing their views, plus watching it last night, coming back to review it, let it sink in. You don't just go push it out there right afterwards with the content. Miz gets to the ropes, breaks the hold of the figure 4, and a reversal by Cody. Look at Seth Rollins like a Cheshire cat. But for once, decent creative and story writing. It's been a long time in the product for the WWE. And again, I cover this not because you're paying me, not because I'm looking for anything, hawking anything, selling anything. I do this for free, out of dedication, passion, love, to give back, a hobby, for distractions and the craziness and insaneness in this world. And I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because he's coming back. Don't be caught dead without him. Springboard cutter by Cody on the Miz. Nice move. Here's the time to pit him. Here's your chance, Cody Rhodes. The Nightmare's looking good. Again, solid match. There it is, the Crossroads. This has got to be it. There it is. Cody Rhodes with the Crossroads over the Miz. A good, solid match. A good storyline. For as short as it was. Whoever the ring announcer is, he's no Justin Roberts. The best ring announcer in the business. Now, something's got to happen here with Rollins. Again, I know it was taped last night. There's spoilers. I get it. Everybody watched it and reviewed it. I like to come back and let it sink in. You don't get everything on the first view. You just don't. So Cody over Miz, and I'd like to see an intersectional match here with Cody and Brandy, intergender, against the Miz and Maurice. Hopefully we'll get that. That's the only way I like intergender wrestling. I'm old school. I can't help it. It's the way it is. If you don't like it, change the channel. Don't come at me. Well, if you want to come at me, come at me. I just don't like the intergender. It doesn't sell. It's not believable for me, no matter how big and strong or great the woman athlete is. It just doesn't mix. It's like the whole transgender biological man or woman going to the opposite sport and winning and competing, and it's just not fair. It's not right. And the same thing with the intergender. I like it. I think I said transgender, mixing them all up here. I'm as confused as a baby at Hooters, but you know I speak from the heart, and I don't judge anybody. All inclusive here at the GOC, but I tell it like it is. I give my opinion. Seth Rollins is in the ring right now with Cody. I told you that he wasn't going to go anywhere. I knew this was going to happen. Hey, live and let live. Just don't jam it down my throat. I have my opinions just like you do. You don't like it, change the fucking channel. Let's listen in. Let's get back to positivity, because that's what I'm all about. Rollins.
The kind things you had to say about me earlier. I heard you even throw out the word rematch.
One of the decent storylines in the WWE, because there isn't a lot, and I'm just telling it like it is.
We're a surprise opponent, and so going into WrestleMania, you had every single advantage. And now that I see what I'm working with,
I'm coming around to the Rollins gimmick.
so here's what I'm thinking.
Never liked him with the Shield.
Rollins versus Rhodes, part 2.
Rematch, as I said in the previous segments from earlier today.
What are you saying, Mr. Nightmare?
WrestleMania Backlash. Just WrestleMania all over again. Cody accepts the challenge. Again, this is what the WWE's doing. This whole Backlash WrestleMania Backlash are just a rematch and a recreation of WrestleMania 38. Lazy writing, lazy booking. I tell it like it is. Give you the good, the bad, the ugly. I am the GOC Big Daddy. I do tell it like it is, and I'll say that to say this. I'm going to cover all different segments, different talents that I could pick out, big storylines from different companies throughout the IWC. Jerry King Lawler, never at a loss for words. So fans, come back, check everything out. I'm going to be here almost daily. Tap that bell. The GOC, one-man show. It doesn't get any better than this, now does it? Wait. Every time I try to cut off, something becomes relevant. Now here's KO on the KO show from last Monday night's Raw, talking about Stone Cold. Should we continue this? It's entertainment. It's content. This is what I do here. Unpredictable. Walk with Elias. He's changed. He's not Elias. Now he's Ezekiel, Elijah. What? This is where the WWE loses a lot of fans and loses me. And that's why I only cover, no matter what organization it is, NWA, MLW, New Japan, AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact, the WWE. I'll cover certain talents, certain retro reviews, and certain storylines because they're relevant and it's what's hot topic out to you guys. All right, come on back. I got more content. And don't forget, tomorrow night, AEW Dynamite Live to tape from Chaos Corner.